Beyond the limits of your view, praise the optimized form, praise the optimized
Designation Alpha Primus.
The magos primed us, refined us, the omniscient guides us. Cortex recoded, force loaded, the doctrine that aligns us. As your rejects act erratic, my litany's mathematic. My syllables are magnified, unified, and automatic. My cogitator's biblical, my methods are pinnacle. Your lexicon's limited, your liturgy's primitive. I'm the algorithm running the amputee anomaly. My galvanic rifle singing hymns, these shots are homilies. We are the radium saints, the dose you can survive. A litany of lightning,
Omnissiah sanctified,
quantified beyond the limits of your view. Praise the optimized form,
praise the optimized.
You should pray if the voltage has you paralyzed. I recite binary can't while I sterilize. Chrome-plated bliss, I never miss my cord claw kiss. Scratch another name off the emperor's list. You parse the sentence, I parsed your descendants. The vectors of every regret you will ever witness. You scream at the static while I sing it, cause I am it. My voice is the signal, the omniscience commands it. We are the radium saints, the dose you can survive. A litany of lightning,
Omnissiah sanctified,
quantified beyond the limits of your view. Praise the optimized form,
praise the optimized.
I am the refinement, the raffin to sacraments. You are a riot made of organs and accidents.
I am the apex of augmetics, radiated, the elegant, militant, immaculate, accurate, and intimate.
You're a footnote, a soft-throated anecdote. Carbonate, panic with your blood on my overcoat. Abominable intelligence, what a heretical code. The chasm between us is calibrated cleanness. Your meat mind reels at the speed I deal this. Cause the wheels of steel that I'm built from are classified, codified, rectified, ratified, even forklift certified. Every modifier modified, every doctrine ossified. The forge optimize me, baptize me, mechanize me. These eyes were built to truly see. I outrank your veterans and our BTs. I outclass every species and man. Your every choice is a pittance to the engine that I am. The dose you can survive. A litany of lightning,
Omnissiah sanctified,
quantified beyond the limits of your view. Praise the optimized form,
praise the optimized.
Greetings, Varlets. I'm Interrogator Rosarimas, Attack-Simulating Inquisitor Markham of the Order Hoeticus, and welcome to Looking Cute and Painting Middies. I'm coming at you live from the grim dark future, currently broadcasting from the High Will of Virago. The theme for the stream is Chord Lament and Hope by the Venerable Religious Adam Bell. We also have music from various games, and all the music is provided to us by ende.app and pixabay.com. And today we are continuing to paint the new commission of the Bannernob. So yeah, this Bannernob was given to me by one of our lovely varlets by the name of Thaddeus Glanton. And he has entrusted me with painting his Bannernob. So hopefully I can do this model justice. Honestly, I'm a little nervous. Hopefully I can pull this off. This will be my first time actually doing some freehand, so fingers crossed. Let's pull up the camera here. And we have the original Chaos Hunter saying, "Greetings, Agent Rivas. How you doing, Chaos Hunter? How you been? It's been a while. What you been up to?" Oh, and here to the right of the screen is a reference I am using for the banner. And we have Lord Inquisitor Callahan saying, "Salve Interrogator. How goes it, Lord Inquisitor Callahan? How you been? Greetings from Lady Inquisitor Markham." And the God Emperor Mass saying, "Greetings. How's goes it, God Emperor? How holds Yashinamakan?" And 70 Rose saying, "Hi, Rosario. How you doing, 70 Rose? How you been? How's everybody doing on this fine Wednesday?" Don't usually stream on Wednesdays, but today we're making the exception because I have some places to be for the next few days. So I figured, yeah, let's just make sure that people can still get the stream that they want. So we're gonna start with some core red, make sure that we're looking good. And Sunny Rose says, "Good, and you? I'm doing really good. I can't really complain." Currently a little nervous actually to paint this model. Like I said, it's my first time doing some freehand. I'm hoping I can pull it off. Pray to the Omniscient that I'm actually able to pull it off. And Game Maniac says, "I finished my Grey Slayer." Nice. Yeah, you have to show pictures. We need to see how your Grey Slayer came out. And Lep Luke saying, "Buenos dias. Buenos dias, Lep Luke. ¿Cómo estás?" He says, "Good day." And I say, "Hey, good day to you. How are you doing?" And then, of course, Lep Luke then switches to English and says, "Thursday here." Okay. It's not Thursday yet, but it will be Thursday here in about 2 hours, give or take. And then we have Taki 99954 say, "Wah for the Wakan." So you mean Gork and Mork. Gork and Mork is the gods, because it's more than one. You can't have more. You can't have just two gods. When you're an orc, you gotta have two. So I'm starting off with some corn red and my size 1 Da Vinci. Let's fix my position here. I'm looking a little off. Sadie Rose says, "I get my husband a haircut for the first time tonight and pulled it off very well." Ooh, nice. He was very happy with it. So even though it's your first time doing freehand painting, you definitely have the ability to pull it off. Great too. Thank you, thank you. I'll try to make this circle a little bit bigger. So we're gonna be working on that right now. I want to make sure that I have enough canvas for the face I'm supposed to be making. And Taki says, "I'm going to lunch soon. Be right back." Okay, well, buen provecho. Enjoy your meal. Look at Callahan says, well, finally I am caught up with work with the Adeptus Administratum. Knocking on wood, they don't barf more onto my desk tomorrow. Well, good luck. Hopefully they don't. And we have Liam Parker saying, what are you painting? I am currently painting a Bannernob. This is a commission for one of you lovely varlets by the name of Thaddeus Glanton. And welcome, Liam Parker. How you doing? What brought you by? Welcome to Looking Cute and Painting Minis. I'm interrogator Rosario Rivas at Timblade Inquisitor Workcom of the Order Hereticus. And when I'm not fighting heretics, I am painting minis. Give me an access, I sent the photos to you. Only weird thing about it is that the metallic paint looks chunky, even though in person that's not the case. Okay, I'll have to check it out. Yeah, sometimes pictures don't quite do it justice. Alright, Liam Parker says, got a message that you get the best painting stream. Oh, really? Nice, well, hopefully you enjoy it. And we have Beam National, says, what's up? How you doing, Beam National? Welcome to Looking Cute and Painting Minis. I'm interrogator Rosario Rivas, attaché to Milady Inquisitor Markham of the Order Hereticus, and I'm currently painting this Bannernob as a commission. But welcome, new chatters. What brought you by? And if you're into Warhammer and wargaming in general, which war games do you like? And or which army is your favorite from Warhammer? And God Emperor Masses, did you see the new Space Marine news? Yeah, they axed a bunch of models, I heard. And that they're getting a lot of buffs. Like Space Marines needed any kind of buffs. And Beam National says, so good to learn some painting skills. Okay, yeah. If you have any questions while I'm painting, please feel free to ask. I usually try to give out information on what I'm currently up to, what I'm doing, what brushes I'm using, but if there's anything other than what I'm talking about that you'd like to get more information on for your own painting projects, please feel free. I am by no means an expert, but I try to give the most sound advice I can. And God Emperor Man says, a new captain on bike model. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I think I saw that one. Actually looks pretty good. It would be really sweet on a White Scar captain. Alright, I think I have made this big enough. Because we gotta still have some room for the I guess the rays of the sun. Thank you very much for the wow. Beam National says, I saw a promo ad from Google about your stream. Okay, great. Happy to hear that the word is getting out. Hopefully you enjoy the stream, and hopefully you come back for more. Again, any questions, please feel free. But today we're working on this commission for a Bannernob, but I also do commissions for other things. So if you'd like a commission from me, please hit me up on Instagram over at Rosario Art. And Beam National says, definitely I will. I'm open to learning. Nice. And Liam Parker says, sounds good. Awesome. Game Mate says, yeah, Paul is bad at things on YouTube. Was not happy about Centurions getting axed. He loves Centurions. Yes, he does. I've definitely seen his obsession with Centurions. Though lately his videos have become a little bit harder to follow because he goes into so vivid detail on the rules that after a point my mind starts glazing over. But that's probably because I haven't played enough of the game to be really like invested in the rule set. So I don't know exactly what he's talking about 90% of the time. And we have Beam National says, yeah, I'm sticking to my stream now. Okay, awesome. And Leopard says, same here. All right, happy to hear it. Yeah, again, if you have any questions, please feel free. And Leopard says, so glad to join the painting skill vibes. Awesome. Okay, so we have that up. I'm going to start trying to add the outer layer of the sun, which is the probably be the hardest part. It's the checkerboard pattern of the ring outside of the sun. So let's see if I can pull this off. I might not make them as small as that because that would be such tiny detail. But I'll definitely try to keep the idea of a checkerboard pattern on there. Probably by adding a bunch of black lines and then coloring it in. So we're going to need a much smaller brush for this. Delia Booker says, I will ask that. Awesome. Yeah, just let me know. This is a very chill environment, so if you have any projects you're currently working on, please let me know. I also like to share people's art. So yeah, if you got anything you're working on or any minis that you're like craving to buy but haven't got your hands on, please let me know. Beam National says, yeah. And Godford Man says, now I am waiting for more Space Marine characters, i.e. lieutenants, librarians, tech marines, champions, and ancients on bikes. But then I pulled up the Legends PDF and saw it, and now am Peter to a level's a baby mad. Oh, why are you mad? Game Mate says, oh yeah, you haven't shown mine yet, but then again, your computer might crash. I'm gonna try to show yours right now. Now that we're kind of in between paints, so. I just wanted to get this circle nice and big. So here, let me pull it up for you. I gotta save these first. Okay, I have them now. Let me make sure I can... Okay, now I gotta put down the camera, because I think that's usually what happens. I have two of those going up at the same time, so it freaks it out. And there we go, no crash out this time. Alright, let's look through. Okay, that's the original. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, I love what you did with the edge highlighting on the sword. Very nice. I feel like you need to blend maybe a little bit more the glow of the sword, if that's what you're going for, because it looks more like blood on his side than a glow. But other than that, I think the model looks great, especially the glow on the hands and shoulder. It's primarily here that I think there's a little bit of discrepancy. You could blend this a little bit better, but other than that, I think the model looks great. And Got Man says, Marine Librarian on bike, a wizard going 70 miles per hour, zooming by casting fireball at an enemy. So that's what's got you, baby mad? And Beam National with a thumbs up. Yeah, it's looking really good. Like I said, it looks pretty good. I can't complain. Yeah, it's just like it needs a little bit of blending here, and that's it. And Swamp Craft says, Doom Grey Knight? Doom Guy Grey Knight. Yes, it is. It's by Major Minis. And this was painted by Game Maniac 845. Okay, so back to the grind. Let me go ahead and check my camera here, make sure that is good. Alright, yeah, so let's go ahead and get the smallest brush I have, which is my quintuple zoom array. I'm going to start drawing some black lines around the circle. So where is my black? There we go. I've been on black. We have Tequila Shot, Ryan saying greetings. How you doing, Tequila Shot? How you been? How goes the release of the new model? So yeah, like I said, I'm drawing lines right now. And we have Ben Maxwell says, yeah, just joining now. How you doing, Ben Maxwell? Welcome to Look Cute and Painting Minis. I'm Interrogator Rosardiwas, attaché to Lady Quizzer Markham of the Order Hereticus. And I'm currently painting this commissioned piece by Thaddeus Clanson of a Bannernob. Welcome, welcome. Got It Man says, just want some more generic Space Marine characters on a bike. Also, I have an IRL work colleague who plays Dark Angels in the Greek Crusade colors and primarily runs Ravenway. Okay, so you just want like regular bikers? Like, I guess maybe the biker line is a little too old by now. Thought they had updated the biker line of regular troopers. Okay, War Dog Hero. Oh, sorry, before that, Ben Maxwell says, what have I missed so far? Currently, what you're seeing is me painting some freehand of a banner for my, this commission that I have to do for one of you lovely varlets. And War Dog Hero says, just got back from playing Warhammer IRL. Nice, did you win? And what army did you use? And War Dog Hero says, are you actually planning to freehand that thing? Yes, I am. It's gonna be labor intensive, but it's what I've committed to. Game Maniac says, isn't Raven Wing already in red and black? I don't know about Raven Wing's color scheme, so you'd have to ask the God Emperor. And Ben Maxwell says, gotcha. But yeah, what brought you by? God Emperor Man says, Outriders are nice, but just wanted more characters on bikes. But can't get what we want, but I will sit and wait. Isn't that always what you're doing, though, God Emperor? Sitting and waiting? And the Radio Castle just says, yeah, new multi-part bikers are coming. Okay, see, there you go. So we are getting more regular bikers. War Dog Hero says, did I win? No, lol. War Dog says, I played Black Templars into Salamanders. Okay, I know I recently saw the new video by Paul is badass up. And apparently, Salamanders are a little cracked. And Ben Maxwell says, saw a message about the painting vibes here. Well, hopefully you enjoy it. Yeah, we paint every Thursday, and we game every Sunday. Today is the exception to the rule, because I have somewhere I need to be for the next few days, so I figured I wouldn't want to leave you guys hanging, so today is kind of a special stream. And the War Dog Hero says, I lost 14 of my 20 Crusaders from one Overwatch from 10 Infernus Marines. Yikes. I mean, if you're rushing into incoming auto fire, then yeah, that'll do it. That'll definitely do it. Alright, gotta persist. I think the God Emperor wants me a white scar, but can't paint white. Well, if you want to see how I painted white, go ahead and check out some of my older videos of my streams on YouTube. And that's where I painted a white scar captain. I painted Kor Sadokan. Right now what I'm trying to do is similar to what I do whenever I'm cutting a cake. I divide it into several different pieces. And cut enough pieces until I get the right amount. Okay, and then... And Guyber Man says, since when did I say that to Game Maniac? I think because of all the bikers. And Game Maniac says, you seem very interested in... Oh wait, before that, J-Ray says, what is up? How you doing, J-Ray? How you been? I feel like we need to divide this a little bit more, and then we should be ready. Our original cast member says, Raven Wing are primarily black with white accents. Game Maniac then says, you seem very interested in bikes. And Ben Maxwell says, light red is good. Original cast member is currently Raven Wing anyways. Okay, so that's what you play? Wardog says, running headlong into bullets is why this heart still beats. I would say that's the opposite. Running headlong into bullets causes beating hearts to stand still. Wardog says it's the Black Templar way. Thaddeus says, a bit late, but I've arrived. Welcome, welcome, Thaddeus. Currently just doing the outlines for the checkerboard. Megu Mumpkin says, oh, hi, Mubas. How you doing, Megu? How you been? Welcome, welcome. And Thaddeus says, on the topic of White Scars, I tried playing as them versus Necrons the other night, and they were tons of fun. Yeah, it's definitely the Space Marine Legion, or chapter that I would love to play the most, is the White Scars. But I want to take the Red Corsair models and then kit bash them. Or the Red Corsairs and the Emperor's Children, and kit bash them into White Scars. Because I prefer those sculpts. I feel like I'd rather have true size or first, should I say firstborn Space Marines than primary scale Space Marines. Swipcraft says, is there enough slices to share with the whole stream? I hope so. Gotta persist, fair point, but I was venting about seeing some old models that would make some interesting refresh ideas. Oh, like which ones? The original's Captain says, Migumin, bit of a Konosuba's Ian slip there. Maybe. I do like Konosuba. Though Darkness is probably my favorite of the three girls. Jerry says, just now got the 40k Helldiver Warbond. Ooh, very nice. We need to see pictures of your Helldiver. See how 40k he's looking. Chaos, Megumin, Megumpkin, should I say? Now we keep talking about Megumin. I might be one. I like explosions as well. The original Sutter laughed at that. Megu says, Michael Bay might be one too. Observe the M initial. Yeah, I see that. Good looking out for that one. I'm always reminded of the Team America song. Like, why does Michael Bay just keep on making movies? 'Cause Pearl Harbor sucks just a little bit more than I miss you.
Benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus, Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Amen.
Thaddeus says, currently playing Helldivers and the Megumin mod installed each time you mention it. I think I dropped a 500k, about a kilogram bomb, I'm guessing you mean. Explosion! And original caster says, America! Frick yeah! Lapluke says, I'll use your going chance in the back. There is one named Why Do I Still Live on YouTube that just reeks of Blood Angels and Dante. Yeah, these are Gregorian chants. I like to have Gregorian chants in the background. Pretty much anything very chill and sort of with the gothic aesthetic. I definitely like playing it on here. And Lord Inquisitor Callahan says, well, I'm gonna be in the background working on some top secret inquisitorial projects, and that if leaking it would have entire sectors submitted for exterminatus. Okay, then please do not tell us. That's the last thing I want on my conscience right now, just the thousands and hundreds of millions of lives lost. And that guy over there says, Evil Sons, you got nice drag. No, I do not. This is actually a commission piece. I was commissioned by Thaddeus, one of you lovely Varlets, to paint this model. And he gave me some references to include sending me his own model. This one actually is painted by him, and I thought it was actually really well done. I like the black armor with the red pants. Actually, it's pretty cool. So I'm hoping to mimic that in this color scheme. But he also gave me the task of doing some freehand. So this will be the first time I ever try to do freehand. So wish me luck. I think because how tiny it is, I'm just gonna go with maybe... I mean, I want to do the checker pattern. This is gonna be difficult. I have to draw another line around all of these. Let's see if I can do it. Megu Mumpkin says, oh, you'll be sending the finished one to the commissioner? Yes, I will. Alright. So far, so good. Hecaton saying, hey, Rosario-san. How you doing, Hecaton? How you been? Let me go ahead and send out a shout out to Hecaton, another wonderful miniature painter. Alright, shout out Sit. Okay, where'd I miss? Game Maniac says, it's time like this where I'd honestly resort to stamping. What's that makeup product that does that? Yes, miniature painters use makeup products. I'm sorry, they are useful tools for us. I've heard of what you're talking about. And I have it saved on like my wish list, but I don't think I can do it for this thing. This is too big for the stamper. I need to refresh that coat of black. Again, I'm using Abaddon Black, and I'm using my smallest brush, which is my Quintuple Zero Marie. Hegaton says like a bloated chicken. Oh, Rosario Riosar, thank you for the shout out. Hey, my pleasure. And you said you're feeling like a bloated chicken? Did you eat too much today? Alright. So far so good. We have some nice lines going. And Chaplin saying, "Wow!" How you doing, Chaplin? What you been up to? Hekaton says, yeah, started working on my tribal orc army. Nice. So we're both working on orcs. What color scheme are you going for? Swampcraft says, question, how do you stop paint from rubbing off on a model while you paint it? Usually I wait for the paint to dry off before I start, touching it with my hands. Usually that'll do the trick. Hekaton says, yes, well, orcs from Conquest, but I'm working them as forest trolls from World of Warcraft colors. Ooh. I'll have to look that up. I'll look up what the forest trolls look like from World of Warcraft, because I don't remember. And we have Game Maniac saying, I also like to add... No, hold on, before that, Chaplain said, being sad at the Legends list and throwing paint on my third Stompa. Ooh, okay, nice! How's this, throwing paint on your Stompa come along? Game Maniac says, I'd also like to add, if it's a pewter model, you want to prime it because paint rubs off so easily on those compared to plastic. Yeah, that's one thing I also do. I make sure to prime my model before I start. And usually I coat it with a spray can paint. I use the Citadel ones, but I'm sure any other regular ones, as long as it's a matte color, don't use any glossy colors. And that usually does the trick. I think I need some more black because the black that I'm currently painting with is starting to get a little faded. And we have Alyosha saying, hey Rivas, how are you doing? I'm doing very good. How you been? It's been a while. What you up to? And we have J-Ray says, model holder or thin with some medium as well as water to maybe help reduce paint rubbing off, and patience. There we go. Now it's coming in. Chaplin says, my orcs are the gold tooth. I blend of death skulls, free Buddhas, and a tiny splash of bad moons. Nice. That's a pretty good combination. I feel like those two clans work well as free Buddhas. I plan to make my own death skulls, but kind of base them off of the beast nagas, because I like the idea that these beast nagas are just going around, nicking all kinds of weapons. They're not making anything themselves, they're just stealing it. Alioshi says, I'm glad you're doing well. Everything's good here too. Just, working and, working. Well, hey, don't work too much. Hopefully that work is going well at least. What are you up to nowadays? Socrates says, I'm painting the weapon arms on a knight model, so I have to touch and spin it around a bit. I'll try to be more patient though. Are you still using those, what was it? Not acrylic paints. I forgot what color, what kind of paints you were using. But, yeah, you might have to wait if you're still using those, because I remember those paints are kind of finicky. Lord Inquisitor Callahan says, well, this project needs my undivided attention elsewhere. Catch you later, Interrogator, and remember, if you or the lady needs anything bypass the bureaucratic nightmare of red tape, please do send me a direct astropathic message. I will try my best to do so. Alright, yeah, she herself is a former astropath, so she usually does a lot of her comms by herself. So yeah, she'll definitely reach out to you personally. And Thaddeus Gutta says, love freebooters, but one unit of knobs is enough for me. Yeah, I would like to paint some knobs. Oh, should I say some freebooters? But I haven't thought of a good gimmick for them yet. I mean, pirate orcs are pretty cool, but you know me, I like to do my own thing and have my own custom army or my custom models. So just making orc pirates, it hasn't been enough of a grab for me. I always have to go one step further, something I haven't seen often enough. Chaplet says, orc range firepower. We're finally accurate for orcs. I'm really lucky at shooting, standard luck at range. Ludus and flash kits are my fave. Nice. Those are pretty fun. And Chaplet says, a knight. I want to fight one so bad. Soka says, a mix of Army Better and Citadel. It's Citadel purple that's rubbing off. Oh, really? That's weird. I haven't found any issues with rubbing as far as a lot of their paints. Maybe you're just not waiting enough before putting your fingers on it. Okay, I need to add more paint. There we go. Alright, now we have that circle in place. So now we'll start coloring in those blocks. Game Maniac says, a knight can be a lot of trust. A knight can be a lot of... I can't even say that. A knight can be a lot. Trust me, the skeleton is the easy part. It's everything else. As far as painting it, you mean? And Alyosha says, unfortunately, I really have been working a lot, but things tend to fall into place over time. Alright, well, good. Just don't stress yourself out too much, okay? Chaplain says, Swampcraft says, Chaplain, there are a fun army to play and fun one to fight. Make sure to bring enough heavy guns. And then Alyosha says, that setter is turning out really cool. It's menacing. Oh, I'm glad you're liking it. Right now, it still looks like the Japanese flag. Hopefully once you start painting a face on it, we'll start looking a little bit more menacing. Done learned says, love the music. Oh, hey, I'm glad you're liking it. I usually try to keep it to a very Gregorian or like sort of Catholic / churchy vibe. To keep it with that whole idea of the Gothic setting that is Warhammer. Though I'll occasionally change it up depending on what I'm painting. Tyranny a little bit more black. Okay, now we have that inner ring, but it seems like we still need to paint some more black on there because we have some that are not quite as black as we'd like. Alyosha says it's getting late here, unfortunately, so I'm going to get some rest, my brother. Have a wonderful night, painting session, and week. Take care, and until next time. Hey, you take care, Alyosha. Very nice to see you here. Hope you have a very nice night, get plenty of rest, and I'll to see you next time. Shh. El Brooke says salud. Gracias, gracias. He says, bless you, and I said, thank you, thank you. Rigadon says, gonna lay down. Headache popped in earlier today. Okay, headache popped in earlier today. Okay, well, hey, get plenty of rest, okay? Alright, now we gotta start painting on that outer layer of the checkerboard. And Megumin, I keep saying Megumin, Megumumpkin says, Yosh, going to lurk, currently charging the device. Okay, well, hey, thank you very much for the lurk, and thank you for swinging by. All right. Now we're getting somewhere.
In this troubled world.
Leclub says, I'm off to lunch, so just in case, goodbye y buenas noches. Oh, buen provecho, enjoy your meal. And buenas noches to you too. O buenos días para ti. Thaddeus says that's the face of pure focus. Yeah, the camera, whenever I'm like too far forward, it'll start thinking that I'm gasping. Alright, now we have that, we just gotta draw the outer lines, and we should be done with this checkerboard pattern. I'm gonna clean the brush and just start working on it. Sometimes the paint will crust on too much, and then it's a hassle to try to paint over the crusted parts on the brush. Alright, there we go. It's not perfect, I'm sorry to say. So I might have to do a little bit tweaking here. So let's see if we can get a little bit more of that checkerboard pattern by adding some whites on there. Liam Parker says, nice craving. What do you mean, Liam? What do you mean, nice craving? Are you hungry? Alright, I'm gonna have to try to find some of my cream colors. I'm gonna start there. Where's that other one? Where's my screaming skull? Is that it? Yeah, there it is. Screaming skull. We're gonna start with some screaming skull. Let's see if we can get a little bit more definition on some of those areas. It's supposed to be a little bit more white. And the original Chaos Hunter says, gonna head out. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Hey, you take care, Chaos Hunter. Thank you for swinging by. Get plenty of sleep. Alright, we have this one over here that is not enough white on it, so let's work on that one too. Okay, it's looking a little bit better. We're getting there. We're getting close. We gotta work some black back in there, fix up some of the little mistakes here and there, and even out some of the black. Taki says this is fantasy mode, right? What do you mean by fantasy mode? Taki says, like, Warhammer Fantasy Lizardman. No, this is an orc. This is a Warhammer 40k orc. See the gun on his hand there? Yeah, that's a gun. He's got a gun on his back, too. Taki says, oh, now I see it. Yep. There is a version where, I mean, there's also all the bullets he's got on his chest. But I'm pretty sure if you shaved off the bullets and gave them the option of having a axe as opposed to the pistol on his hand, then yeah, it could probably work for fantasy too. Taki says the banner kind of looked like a lizard and they would ride into battle. That's interesting. I don't see that at all. Thaddeus says they usually have an axe. I didn't like the pose, so I 3D printed a pistol arm. And then Taki says, busy day for me, sorry, gotta go. Hey, well, you take care. Thanks for swinging by, Taki. Alright, well, there we have it. We have the checkered pattern around the sun. I'm gonna draw a black line around the inner part just so I can differentiate a little bit and really sell the idea. So let's get some more black paint on there. Make sure it's full. Thaddeus asked, did you get raided? I mean, I didn't realize I got raided. I think this is just everybody watching. Which is great. Okay, let me get my camera back up so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Makes me wonder if I should stream on Wednesdays. If Wednesdays are better than Thursdays. Maybe there's that many orc players that prefer I paid orc miniatures. But how do you think it's coming along, Thaddeus? You're the person I'm painting this for. Thaddeus is great so far. I'm glad you like it. Again, if you have anything that you'd rather I change, please let me know. And I think I went a little overboard with that black there on that one checkerboard. So I'm gonna have to go back on that one. Thaddeus says nothing so far. I trust you. Yeah, I'm glad you trust me. But again, feel free. Don't let anything bother you. Thaddeus says also, wow, I would never try circular checkerboard. Yeah, this seemed like a tough one, but I'm like, well, I gotta try it. It's on the reference piece. So I have to try it. I have to go for it. Fortunately, a lot of things are in front of my camera, so sometimes the thing freaks out. Alright. So we are done with that. Now we gotta start adding on all the rays. The squiggly rays. And just like we did with the original checkerboard when we were working on it, we're gonna try to continue adding little by little some squiggly lines, and then we'll work on making them darker. And of course, because of the metal skull on the thing, we're not gonna be able to see too much of that top one. But we should at least start hinting at it. A little heavy with that one, but that's fine. Alright, now let's try to color in a little bit more of those lines. Oh, D3 damage with the ray. Hey, how you doing, D3? Hey, he says, hi, Rosario. How you doing? How you been? Glad you could swing by. How'd it go were you playing Uma Musume? And D3 says, just finished up, was surprised to see you on. So, wanted to say hello. Yeah, I don't usually stream on Wednesdays, but tomorrow I won't be available, so I figured I'd try to knock out some streaming today. How you doing? And Daddy says, yo, welcome Raiders. Yeah, welcome. I'm Interrogator Rosardiwas at Saitublen Inquisitor Markham of the Order Hereticus, and I'm currently painting this commission for Thaddeus Clanton, the varlet you see there on the chat. He asked me to paint this Bannernob for him, so I started working on the freehand. And then D3 Diamond says, yeah, keeping my title as #1 open global trainer. Nice. And then says, doing just fine, hungry. Well, you enjoy your meal. You don't have to stick around. Thank you very much for the raid. D3 Damage says nice, and I guess he left it there. Oh, before that, Brutus of the City says, damn it, D3, you made me paste Uma amazing raid on my fixer project. And D3 Damage just says lol. Oh, hey, nice and shiny. Okay, there we go. I missed the what it said under that. It said nice and shiny. Alright, we gotta fix some of the flames here. This one's a little too skinny, so. D3 is gonna lurk. Hey, thank you very much for the raid and the lurk. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, I'm Interrogator Yours at State of Lady Inquisitor Markham of the Order Hereticus, and this is Looking Cute and Painting Minis. We usually stream on Thursdays at 7 p.m. EST, but today, like I said, I got somewhere to be tomorrow, so we're doing an impromptu stream today to try to get some commission work done. I stream painting on Thursdays, and I play a game on Sundays. So if you're into painting, yeah, stick around for these. But if you're more into the gaming side of things, then check out my gaming streams on Sunday. I'm currently playing Darkest Dungeon. Alright, we're gonna clean up that last one, and I think we should be good with the rays. I'm gonna clean up the brush and then switch back to my Screaming Skull. So I made this one a little too thick, so we're gonna fix it up. And there we go, we have the sun for the evil sons. We gotta start painting the face. I might not be able to get too far. Okay, running out of time. But we'll at least start a little bit on it. And Didia says, "Woo, love the symbol. I'm glad you like it." And Grace N5P8R says, "That's crazy. My brother works for the FBI. My phone was stolen. He found out the location where the phone was, and the phone did not have a SIM, not Google, nothing at all. How is this possible?" I have no idea. That is pretty crazy. Maybe the SIM was somewhere else. Okay. So, from here on out, I want to start kind of placing the face a little bit. So I'm going to probably try to use some contrast paints or some washes to try to see if I can paint the face on there. So I'm going to start with some Agrath Earthshade, see if we can start working on the face. We're still sticking with our quintuple zero Marie. I am painting directly on there with the Agrath Earthshade. Gotta keep an eye on my reference.
Mater misericordiae, tue dona gratiarum, largire nobis Virgo clemens. O stella maris lumen celi, et efflunt tribuli vitae, gratia plena donum Dei, in sinu tuo portasti fonte. Maria Mater gratiae, Mater misericordiae, tue dona gratiarum, largire nobis Virgo clemens. Apostelos defendemate, in hora mortis suscipe, et gratia
Alright, there we have at least the beginning lines for a face. We have the eyebrows, the temples, and the nose. That is the outline of a nose. So we'll start working from that next time. And mind you that I'll be streaming on Saturday night. I believe that I'm painting around... I don't think I have the date yet. I mean the time yet. Probably around 10 p.m. So probably around the same time here. And that is not stopping our usual Sunday stream. So I will be streaming on Saturday and Sunday. So I'm giving you guys the notice of it now. Saturday and Sunday. Saturday we will be doing a collab stream with actually Swamp Crash, who was actually here earlier. I don't know if he's still on, but yeah, I just want to give you the heads up. And I will be continuing to paint this model. So you will see me painting it on Saturday at 10 p.m. EST. So I will see you then. Anyway, before we go, thank you all very much for watching. And if you like what I do and would like to support, please consider subscribing to Twitch channel or donating to my Ko-Fi at Rosario's Art. Or if you missed an episode, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, which is also called Rosario's Art. And remember that if you'd like to commission me, just like Thaddeus did, to paint a miniature for you, then please hit me up on Instagram over at Rosario's Art. And Thaddeus says, nice, thank you for the stream. Hey, thank you for the model. This is a lot of fun to work on. And like I said, it's my first go at freehand, so I'm actually pretty excited. Anyway, before we go, let's see who we can raid. Let's share the love. So, ooh, Bardic is actually on. I'm gonna go ahead and raid Bardic. For those of you who don't know, he occasionally a gamer and YouTuber, but he mostly talks about old school games to include Dungeons and Dragons. So he is gonna be talking about Dungeons and Dragons: Warriors of the Eternal Sun. I think he's playing that right now, so let's go ahead and check out his stream. Let's start raid. But yeah, thank you all very much for coming. Thank you for those of you who rated. Thank you very much, D3 Damage. Thank you, Thaddeus, for the miniature. And thank you for everybody who showed up. I have been Interrogator Son US, attaché to Blade Wizard Markham of the Order Hereticus. Order Hereticus. Now sending out for the Grim Dark Future. Bye-bye, Varlets.
Street Fighter